Michael Turner grew up in a small town in Ohio. The town was quiet, with long roads, green fields, and people who knew each other by name. Michael was an ordinary boy with an ordinary life, but one thing made him different from others. He was curious. He always wanted to know how things worked, why people behaved the way they did, and how life could be better. Michael's father worked at a local factory, and his mother was a school librarian. Money was not abundant, but love and discipline were. Every evening, Michael's mother brought books home from the library. Some were story books, some were history books, and some were about science. Michael did not understand everything at first, but he enjoyed reading. He learned new words every day, slowly improving his English vocabulary and comprehension. At school, Michael was not the smartest student in his class. He struggled with grammar and spelling, especially in the early years. Sometimes he felt embarrassed when his teacher corrected his mistakes in front of others. Still, he never stopped trying. He believed that mistakes were part of learning, even if they hurt his confidence. One day, his English teacher, Mrs. Anderson, noticed his effort. She saw how Michael stayed after class to ask questions and how he rewrote his essays again and again. Instead of criticizing him, she encouraged him. She told him that learning English was not about being perfect, but about expressing ideas clearly. Those words stayed in Michael's mind for a long time. As years passed, Michael entered high school. Life became more challenging. Subjects were harder, competition was stronger, and expectations were higher. Many students lost motivation, but Michael became more focused. He realized that education was not just about passing exams. It was about understanding the world and finding one's place in it. Michael joined the school debate club, even though he was afraid of speaking in public. At first, his voice shook, and he forgot words. People laughed sometimes, but he kept going. Every debate helped him improve his pronunciation, sentence structure, and confidence. Slowly, he began to speak more fluently. Outside school, Michael worked part-time at a grocery store. He met people from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. Talking to customers helped him understand real-life English, not just textbook language. He learned how tone, expressions, and body language mattered as much as words. One evening, a customer named Mr. Harris noticed Michael reading a book during his break. Mr. Harris was a retired college professor. They started talking about books, education, and life. From that day on, Mr. Harris visited the store regularly just to talk to Michael. He shared advice about learning, patience, and discipline. Mr. Harris once told Michael that education never truly ends. He said that learning is a lifelong journey, not a destination. These words deeply influenced Michael. He began to see education not as a burden, but as a gift. After graduating high school, Michael applied to several colleges. His grades were good, but not exceptional. He was nervous about his future. When acceptance letters arrived, he received one from a small state university. It was not famous, but it was affordable. Michael accepted the offer with determination. College life was very different. Classes were larger, teachers expected independence, and time management became crucial. Michael struggled at first. He failed his first writing assignment and felt discouraged. For a moment, he thought about quitting. But then he remembered Mrs. Anderson and Mr. Harris. He decided to keep going. Michael spent hours in the library, reading, writing, and practicing. He attended writing workshops and asked professors for feedback. Slowly, his writing improved. His sentences became clearer, his ideas more organized, and his confidence stronger. During his second year, Michael volunteered as a tutor for international students. Many of them struggled with English, just like he once did. Teaching others helped Michael understand his own learning journey better. He realized how far he had come. One student, Emily Carter, became his close friend. Emily came from California and wanted to become a teacher. They studied together, shared ideas, and supported each other. Emily believed in Michael even when he doubted himself. Their friendship gave him emotional strength. Michael chose English education as his major. Some people questioned his choice, saying it would not make much money. But Michael believed that education was powerful. He wanted to help others the way his teachers had helped him. In his final year, Michael completed a teaching internship at a public school. Standing in front of a classroom for the first time was terrifying. His hands shook, and his heart raced. But as he started speaking, he felt calm. He saw curious faces looking at him, just like he once looked at his teachers. Michael focused on encouraging students, not judging them. He praised effort, not perfection. He shared his own struggles openly, showing students that learning takes time. Many students felt inspired by his honesty. After graduation, Michael received a job offer from the same school where he interned. His parents were proud. His mother cried when she attended his first class as a teacher. Michael felt grateful for every challenge he had faced. Teaching was not easy. Some students lacked motivation, some struggled with family issues, and some did not believe in themselves. Michael worked hard to understand each student. He stayed late, prepared lessons carefully, and continued learning himself. Michael also started writing short educational stories to help students improve reading skills. His stories were simple, meaningful, and relatable. Over time, other teachers began using his material. This made Michael realize that his impact was growing. Years later, Michael enrolled in a master's program while teaching full-time. Balancing work and study was exhausting, but he remained committed. He believed that teachers should always keep learning. Michael eventually became a curriculum designer, helping schools improve English education programs. His work influenced thousands of students across the state. Despite his success, he remained humble. One day, Michael received a letter from a former student who had become a writer. The student thanked him for believing when no one else did. Michael read the letter again and again. It reminded him why education mattered. Looking back, Michael understood that his journey was not about being the best student. It was about persistence, growth, and purpose. Education had changed his life, not by giving him answers, but by teaching him how to ask questions. Michael continued to teach, learn, and inspire. He believed that every student had potential, just waiting to be discovered. And every day, he stepped into the classroom with the same curiosity he had as a child, knowing that education is the most powerful tool to change lives.